What's up, everybody? Jen. This is to you. Jazz, you can listen. Try to remember. My house in Elkton. When I first got Jazz, because Sam called me and told me that Jen couldn't take care of Jazz and that they had a court date for Sam to take guardianship over Jazz. I didn't know anything about it, even though I was visiting my daughter on the weekends because her mother took her across state illegally. Yeah. So, I wasn't going to do anything until I heard about this. Sam was the one that told me about the court date, or I would have never known. Of course, I keep seeing my daughter. I was handed drugs, got in a fight with Dex more than once over stuff with my daughter. Guess who was there? Tiffany. It's when I had the gold Dodge copper van. Yeah, it was ugly, but it worked. I didn't care about looks, as long as I got the job done. Anyway. Should I talk about the delivery with Jazz? And you want to call that postpartum? It wasn't postpartum. No, it wasn't. So you're going to tell your daughter that that's what you went through? Even though you whined and cried at the doctor when he told you it was a girl? Even told everybody that you didn't even want to deliver it because it was a girl? You forget all these things? Isn't that why Nanez told me and my mom to keep an eye on you? Wasn't because of postpartum. He said when postpartum sets in, it's going to get worse. This is why I moved out of the apartment in Cherry Hill and moved to my mother's. Because that was the plan. Why? So you could be watched. And you did exactly what that doctor said you were going to do. Then you lie and say that my mom and my grandmother helped you to leave. No, they didn't. You left. Then you went to my aunt's. Called me on the phone while you were messing with my cousin and my sister's ex-boyfriend, Mark. Yeah. Imagine that. The cousin and the person that tried to wrestle me in the pool and couldn't dunk me. You and Chris. Remember that? Yeah, you guys tried everything you could. Couldn't get me. So that court date with Sam and Dex at the house with Jazz, which I didn't trust at all because he's already been caught doing a lot of bad things around my kid. Remember when I was arguing with the master after he already gave me custody again? Why was I arguing with him? Because he brought up the mental injury that Jasmine had already sustained from being around her mother, Sam, and Dex. That's in court recording. Court records? Yeah. That's when Roxy stood up and said, "You got her, calm down." And I said, no. Why did I say no? Because she wasn't safe with the recommendations of that court, now was she? That's why I said no. And I told him I wasn't going to stand for that. And that part needed to be changed because she wasn't spending another second in Sam, Dex, or Jen's care until they get their life straight. Boy, sounds like a dad. Tiffany agreed, so did my sister and my mother. You forget them being there? Yeah, you tried to lie about getting stitches in a sensitive area, didn't you? Yeah, Leslie kicked you out of her car. You tried to plead with her because you thought my sister was going to beat you up, and she was. She wanted to. Who stopped that? Me. So did Tiffany. Who stopped that? Me. So I didn't protect you? I didn't make a special trip back to your apartment that day so you could get your things without somebody beating you up, and then I drove you to Wes's? Yeah, I did. So you see, that mental injury was already there. Remember what I told you about I didn't press charges on her mother? Because I was praying to God she would just stop and get some help. She knows it. I told her. Right to her face. You see, I've never wanted to fight over these kids or put them in positions where they weren't going to be safe. And I've always told their mothers that if they ever did, that they need to come with me until they get their lives straightened out. I would never do that to a mother. And I would never want to be without my kid. But I also know that I'm the one who makes the most money. So I have no choice. I have to sacrifice that time. Until they get old enough, yeah. They all knew that. Bethany, I'm going to get to your story too. And I'm going to tell every bit of it. Even though it's probably going to take 3 to 4 10-minute videos. And people are going to be all kinds of twisted. Yeah, this is my life. Walk in my shoes. Jen, you did not have permission to be in my room that night. That morning. Whatever you want to do to be smart. You had men in your bedroom and told your father that they snuck in your room, that you didn't know who they were. I wonder who told your dad the truth about that one. Who was the one that wanted to tell him the truth about Kyle? And who was the one that wanted to hide it? Damn sure wasn't me that wanted to hide it. Then Scott Arrow ran his mouth before I could even tell your dad, which made me look like a liar now, didn't it? Thanks. The cigarettes? Thanks for that lie too. The pool? Thanks for that lie. Sneaking into my room? Thanks for that lie. I've done nothing but take up for you, even though you've done nothing but trash me. Yeah. You said I cheated on you? Tiffany knows I didn't cheat on you. I told all 3 of them I had a girlfriend. Yes, we were fighting. And we were. But that didn't change anything. And that was the truth. Now, you might have to wait until we go to our maker to actually get that, because Tiffany ain't going to tell you the truth. Nope. She likes putting it in your face. Even though it didn't happen. I wouldn't do that to anyone. And that's the facts. So thanks a lot, Jen. You pushed it this far? Really? Okay. This is ridiculous. Jazzy, all she did was take our bond, sweetheart. She was jealous of it the whole time. And I don't know why. She could have made her own bond. She had plenty of time. Air and opportunity. So, it ain't like I didn't try. She just didn't care.